Have you ever wondered why the people in Hebrews 11 are there? We call Hebrews 11 the faith chapter, the faith hall of fame. But have you ever wondered why those people were chosen to be in the scripture? Reminded by the people in what we say the New Testament as they look back on those that have gone before them. Why are they written? I recently had heard it said this way, and it blows my mind. I mean, it's a good, it gives us something to think about. And this pastor was talking about the people that are in the faith chapter. And you always are quick to, oh, God used them in this way. Like if I said Moses, you're going to say the Red Sea. If I said Noah, you'll say the ark. If I said David, you'll say Goliath. If I said the three Hebrew boys, you'll think of the fiery furnace, right? You think of all of that stuff and you just see the person and the end, the person and the end. Sometimes that's all we think about. But they were talking about, and I love how they said it because it is so true. I know for myself and my husband, like when they said that was like a weight lifting off my shoulders. I don't know about for my husband, but for us, like it gave us hope and it gave us comfort and peace and it ignited our faith. It stirred our faith because he was talking about it's about the journey. And he said all people in the faith chapter were noted for their faith in their journey. Did you notice that? All people in this faith chapter are noted for their journey. It didn't say Noah was told to build a boat, he built a boat. It gives you the why he was building a boat, what took place, what was going on in that time. Moses didn't just go and walk through the Red Sea. There's a story, there's a journey of how he get there. The Israelites didn't just get to the promised land. There's a story about the journey of how they got there. David, how he got to Goliath. All these people have a story, a journey. And a lot of their journey is about the perseverance, keeping the faith. And that's why Hebrews 11 says, by faith, Noah, by faith, Abraham, by faith, Isaac, by faith, Moses, by faith, David, by faith, Esther, by faith. It talks about their journey. It doesn't just talk about the destination. And I want to encourage you with this. And I'm just going to be very transparent with myself. When we were told by the Lord to move to Kentucky from Oklahoma, it was a journey. And sometimes when we know what we're supposed to be doing, we want to get to the end. We want to get to the end. We want to be like, okay, God, we moved here. We left what we knew to come here, and this is where we want to be. And we keep our minds so focused on the destination. And I'm not saying lose sight of the destination. Keep the destination, but don't forget the journey. Don't forget the journey. And I look back, and when they said that gave me peace. Because so many times we get aggravated because things don't go the way we want them to go, or we're not at our destination when we want to be there. But I look back and I think about the very first of it, packing up a U-Haul and leaving the known to head out to the unknown. And I think about every step, every piece of place along our journey. And I look back and said, God, you were there. God, you did this. God, you did that. And we've become stronger people because of that. We've learned things, and those things help us along the way. If all we did was say, God, we're moving here, and this is the reason we're moving here, and we just keep focusing on that, and we don't think about the journey, the provision, the sustaining that God has done for us, then we are going forth just with a selfish ambition. a selfish ambition of this is what I'm supposed to do. But you know there's going to be people across your journey that are going to be there that you need to be with to help you get to that destination. So I just want to encourage you with that. Yes, have a destination. Have a point, a focus, a vision for your life. But don't get so caught up in that you lose sight of the journey. Go back and read. In the Old Testament, even in Jesus' life, Jesus wasn't born and then died. He had a journey. His journey was written for us on purpose so that we could see and hear the way that we are to live, to be what life is supposed to be like for us. So I encourage you to look back, to read over these people and focus on their journey. Not just, this is the person, this is the end, but focus on the journey. What did they have to do? They had to keep their faith. They had to persevere. And that's why Hebrews 11 says, by faith. They didn't give up. They didn't quit. They didn't say it doesn't work. They kept going. They kept pressing on, and they didn't give up. So I want to encourage you today. It's about the journey.